Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Clover, and today we have a video that's a little bit different for our channel. Today we're reporting on like a new fashion experience kind of game that is coming out next week. So this is Chic Offer, or I think it's Chic Offer, not Chick Offer. Um, but this is Chic Offer. This is a new fashion game that's coming out on the App Store and the Google Play Store next week, allegedly. So it says on the App Store preview that it is coming out on May 21st, which is next Thursday. I wanted to kind of take a look at it because been getting some like advertisements about it on Instagram, and I'm like not sure if this is going to be like, a good game or if this is going to be kind of like AI, etc. Like I'm still not 100% sure because it's really hard to understand what a game is like with the advertisement. If you've played Life Makeover, if you've played Love Nikki, Suit You, any of those other fashion games, you know that like the advertisements they do for the game are like not really that representative of the actual game that you're playing and experiencing. So I'm not going to be showing any of those ads in this video because I just feel like it's like a waste of our time. Why don't we just like take a look at the Chic Offer website and see what it is that they are showing? So here's the homepage of their website. It says Style Beyond Limits, and it shows some little close-ups and faces that look kind of similar to like an Inzawe-ish kind of look. These look like just like hyper realistic kind of works. I'm not sure if this is like created by themselves, but this is a Hong Kong based game. So if there's any weird translations or weird kind of like figures of speech, I just assume that they're like directly translating the work that they're doing. Um, or they have somebody on their team who's, not the most gifted with the English language, but hey, we've all been in that boat, so there's no judgment there. But I'm gonna continue to scroll. So of course we have some news. This they show some pets and they show some stuff from their Facebook. Some of this stuff is giving a little bit of like, I'm not sure if this is generated content or if this is kind of original art. I think what I really want to focus on is kind of the actual fashion elements to it because this seems to be like a game similar to like Love in Deep Space or Life Makeover, in terms of like the actual like game elements to it. It doesn't seem to be kind of like dress uppy singularity of the function of the game. It seems to kind of have different elements to it, which we can take a look at because I think it breaks it down in this on this website of like what actually is in the game. But it seems like you might also have like these pets as well, colleagues or allies if you've ever played any of the other games. Um, but we can go ahead and take a look at some of the outfits as well. So we can go ahead and scroll down here and we can see it says Chic Offer X Closet. So I think these are kind of representative of some of the outfits we might get. This is kind of what really excited me a lot about Chic Offer. This seems to be like they're doing 2D outfits, um, or these are kind of the like outfit cards if you're familiar with Shining Nikki. I'm not 100% sure like what the actual gameplay looks like because we have not seen that yet. I've not been able to see it yet. They haven't posted it anywhere, but I guess next week we'll see kind of what the gameplay looks like. But as you can see, there seems to be some kind of angel set, which is beautiful. I think that this looks really amazing. Um, it looks to be designed by somebody. It doesn't like give me any like surefire signs that this is like AI specifically. But let me know down below in the comments. I think that this set is like really promising and was why I wanted to bring this onto my channel just to like share it with you guys that this game is coming out and maybe we'll do some videos on it when it releases. I think it's really a pretty and a very beautiful set. I don't know what the set name is because I don't have the set name, but we'll go to the, oh yeah, so this is the Sky Shadow set. And here is the Goddess Garden set, which again, this is like a really, run of the mill kind of fashion game set. I think it's really pretty. I think the set itself, like the outfit, is really pretty. The characters, again, are raising some red flags because I'm just wondering if we'll be getting any other skin tones or any other things with the game. It seems to be that everybody is very, one skin tone, but hey, maybe there will be expansion in like the release of the game, and this is just kind of the promo images that they're using across like, Eastern Asia, which they'll always market with like this skin tone. So that was our Goddess Garden set. Here's Starry Butterfly. This one is really cute. I love that they have a microphone with the butterfly set. So it seems like she's some kind of like butterfly idol, like butterfly princess idol, which I think is actually really like a cute concept. Um, I'm excited to see like what this game actually looks like, and what like the finalized art style is because they advertise a lot of like 3D characters, but it seems like these outfits are 2D, and very like similar to like a Love Nikki style, but a lot more current. I like that they're going with a more neutral facial style. I actually really resonate with like this facial art style. It's really pretty. It's not very like it's not too anime, but it's also not too like how do you say like, it's not too like cartoony. It seems more I don't know. I actually really am resonating with his art style. So we can take a look at Forest Whisper, which this is a very ambitious set, kind of similar to what we just got in Life Makeover. But I actually kind of like this one a little better. LOL. I think this is really cute. This kind of reminds me of Infinity Nikki with the Eureka. That little piece right up here at the top. I think this set is really pretty. I would love to like zoom in on the details and see what they are, but we're not going to zoom in right now because everything's just going to look really blurry. I think that there's a lot of variety in these outfits. I'm wondering if they're all going to be like 5-star outfits, 4-star. I wonder what like the structure of how you acquire these outfits are because it says closet. I assume you won't just get access to all these outfits like right when you start the game. But this would be a lot of like banners for them to release at once, but maybe it's like these are all permanent banner outfits. I'm not 100% sure, of course, I'm just speculating. But while we're looking at it, let's take a look at Abyssal Glimmer, which this set is beautiful. This is actually so pretty. I love the style that they've gone for with this mermaid set. I love that they've kind of taken it in a little bit of a different direction than some of the fashion games and kind of combined like fashion and mermaid together. I love this set. I actually think this is a really beautiful interpretation of a mermaid set, and it's a little bit different than what we've seen from other fashion games. I am working on a video for kind of like the towards maybe the end of this month where I take a look at like all the mermaid sets that we've gotten from different fashion games and I kind of like, just discuss them, see like which one is the best. So if Chic offers this mermaid set and we're able to look at it and get like more in-depth view of it, I would love to add this to that conversation because it's a very pretty set. This is beautiful in my opinion. I love the art style. I think everything does look really nice. It almost looks kind of similar to like Love Nikki, but more updated, if that makes sense. Because when I look at pictures of Love Nikki, I don't really resonate anymore because it's like I really liked it when I was, like 10 years ago or whenever I played Love Nikki for the first time, and it kind of feels a little outdated. But this does feel pretty current. And then we have another set. So here's a Love Bond set. This one does not seem as extravagant as our other sets. I wonder if this is kind of descending in rarity. Because like this one does obviously it seems like a nice set, but it doesn't seem as like intricate as our other set. This is pretty to me. I still really like this set. I think the hand with the fan is kind of a little weird. It does not look like she's holding that fan. It looks like that fan is just kind of like pasted on top of her hand, which is interesting. It's a cool set though, nonetheless. I like that they're seeming to go with like a bunch of different styles in these initial outfits that they're showing us. Um, I hope that they're all available in the game on maybe not on day one. I think that would be really overwhelming if it was like, here's 10 5-star banners or here's 3 5-star banners and you need to pull on all of them. But it would be cool if these were all kind of our permanent banners because these are some really strong permanent banners. Like, I don't think I've seen a fashion game have a mermaid set as their permanent banner. But here is another one of those sets that's like, again, it's a pretty set, but it doesn't seem like it's like kind of like on that same level as these other ones. These seem to all kind of be on a similar level. Here's Swallow Tune. I think this is a really cool set. I've seen something very similar done in other games. I don't love the flats. I feel like I'm seeing a lot of flats in this game, and that's a little scary to me. Um, because I don't know, flats? I don't know about the flats. And I don't also know about the restyle potential of these outfits. Are these posed? Are these like sketches that you acquire? I don't really understand currently because I haven't seen the game and like how it actually like functions and works. But like how do I can I mix and match? Can I take off these shoes, or is she posed in this kind of fashion? Or is it like different where it's like you get all the outfit pieces and then you unlock that pose that she's standing in? Here's one of the photos that actually, here's one of the fashions that actually kind of like clued me into the game. This is the Sweet Doll set. I actually love this. This reminds me of the new handheld that we just got in Infinity Nikki. Um, and I think this little headpiece reminds me of one of the permanent sets over in Life Makeover. This is a really cute set, in my opinion. And this, again, I'm not sure like the rarity of it, but it's pretty intricate, but it maybe not as intricate as like those other few sets that we saw, so maybe this is kind of like more of a 4-star set. I don't know. I don't like know any of the details on like the acquiring process. It seems like she's in the same little pose though as she was in this set with her legs. Yeah, it seems like the legs are posed in the same way in both outfits, so maybe that is just kind of like their default posing in Chic Offer. But I love this Sweet Doll set. Let me know down below which set do you think is like the prettiest. I think Sweet Doll and the Mermaid set right now are kind of taking my top two spots. And then we have two more sets to look at, which for a new fashion game, this is a lot of fashions to release upon launch. Like we saw with Infinity Nikki, we saw like what? Well, actually, no, we saw a lot of outfits with Infinity Nikki. So that makes me wonder if some of these are like locked behind like a paid store, like Infinity Nikki, or if it's like locked behind a gem store, like Suit You, where it's not necessarily just paid, but you do have to use currency on it to acquire some of these. Or if some of these are also login sets, I don't know currently. But here is our Dancing Radiance set, which reminds me of one of the sets from Infinity Nikki. Again, we're seeing another flat or like a kitten heel, which I love a kitten heel in real life, but when I'm in a fashion game, like I'm looking for fantasy. And I don't know if a kitten heel is giving me fantasy. I just took a sip of water. But it's still really cute. And I still really like this set. I think it's still really fun. And again, it's like another just like complete change from our previous set. We're seeing a whole lot of different styles represented, which I think makes for a pretty engaging fashion game because if one game just has like one style, you're not really able to gravitate towards it. Here's Crystal Gummy. This set is the one where I'm like, we might be losing the plot here. This one's really fun. I don't love the colors because I don't really like a orange and a yellow that much. Um, this one's kind of, I would say, my least favorite of the initial sets that we got. I would not be surprised if this is like a login set. It's a little bit messy. I think maybe without the little gummy. I'm glad she has a heel, but and I like the dress. I just wish I don't know. I don't know if there will be any dyeing functionalities to this game, if there will be like alternative colors. You never know. Maybe not upon a launch, but maybe in the future there will be. But that was our first initial little look at what Chic Offer has to offer in terms of clothing. We can see like some of these, like the Sky Shadow set is still so beautiful in my opinion. And I really like the Starry Butterfly set. Love the Abyssal Glimmer. I like the Sweet Doll set, and that was kind of there. Then we see some artwork. So we have some little like artwork pieces. So this seems to be like another really beautiful black gothic dress. That's a beautiful dress. We see some men, so I assume there's some allies. I think there is some like dating simulation components to this game, which is kind of like rife for the genre currently, with like Life Makeover, Love and Deep Space being kind of like some of the most popular games in the genres. Seems like another guy, he's got a gun. Of course, we always have to have a gun. And then here's another set that we have not seen. She's playing a beautiful piano. She looks gorgeous. This dress is again really beautiful. We see more butterfly elements. We see in a lot of those. Here's another outfit we haven't seen as well in another pose with a pet. Her face like looks a little AI, to be honest. Not really able to clock the background currently, but maybe that, you know, but her face looks really weird. Um, but did we get through all the artwork or did I just skip out of it? Oh, here's another set. This one's again really beautiful. Golden. The art looks great. I think this one looks really pretty. This one, like, this is really beautiful to me. That even like that picture that they did. This is another photo, and I think we're back at the beginning. Oh, okay. So here's she's fashion designing. I think basically you're like a fashion designer. So that's kind of like the storyline of the game. So maybe this is just to represent that. I still think that this is so beautiful. I don't know which one I want to use for like the thumbnail. I think maybe I'll go with this one because this is just really pretty to me. Um, I love that it feels like she's on water. It reminds me of that little gazebo in Infinity Nikki. So that was an artwork showcase. So that's kind of all that we get from our main menu here. But if you go to our pre-registration screen, you can see that it will take you to this tab, which is another little thing where it shows some of the pre-registration bonuses. So of course we will get, so diamonds it seems like will be our currency, and then time hourglasses are something else. Fashion coupons, we will be getting a free set if it gets up to those pre-registration bonuses. And then some lucky draws over on Facebook. And here's more outfits. So we get even more outfit showcases. These seem to be I don't know, like, again, the rarity or anything, but here is the Song of Cloud set. This is, again, a pretty set. It's a lot more simple than the other ones, so it seems like this might be more of, like, ones from, like, the story or the shop. I'm not 100% sure. We have Floral Elegance, which this one, like, blew me away because this is beautiful. Um, I love the parasol. I feel like that's another through line throughout fashion games is like getting a parasol. So I really love this set, this floral elegance set. We can't fully see it. Sorry, I'm skipping around. And it shows, it does like a little zoom in on these details. This seems to be like her little purse. This is just a little zoom in on the bodice area of her dress. Really pretty, in my opinion, this floral elegance set. It's again, another really big switch in terms of stylings, which is really nice to see that we're not kind of stuck in one aesthetic. We're able to kind of showcase a lot of different styles, which will be really nice and hopefully be able to cater to like a lot of different people and their styling interests. We have Night Rendezvous. Seems to be kind of our classic outfit that we always get in a fashion game with the hat. This hat is really small. I kind of like don't like this hat. I wish it was a little bigger. Of course, this game seems to be a little bit more realistic than other fashion games that I've seen and played, which can be great for some people, and I really like a realistic look sometimes. But sometimes you got to just like make the hat a lot bigger. But I think this looks beautiful. This art style as well. Oh, I'm skipping through. Here is our Autumn Rome set with a dog. So we have pets as well available. I think this set is really cool. This is definitely for somebody. It's not necessarily my style, but I still think I like certain elements of it personally. It's a cute style, and again, it's like different than what we are seeing. We're seeing like a whole lot of different outfits. We've seen 5 outfits here. That was like 7 outfits on our other page. I'm glad that we're seeing a lot of variety from this. It's kind of exciting to know like what we'll be getting in the future. And then here we have like a very basic outfit, Sakura Dance. This is very simple, very casual, but it's showing that I guess we will be getting like some casual outfits in the game. This top looks like very hyper realistic, which is very interesting to see. I don't know if it like kind of like stands out to me other than the other clothes. Like this does not look as seamless as these other ones. This one is like, oh no, this kind of like looks like a JPEG of like an actual top. But that was the 5 other sets that they've shown us in our pre-release, pre-registration. So now we can go down and look at the actual features of the game. So it seems like it says unlimited pool, style your way. So it seems to be like there will be SSR sets. So I guess they'll be using the same functions as Shiny Nikki, where they say like SSR, UR, SR. I can't say all the different ones because again, I don't know, but I just see SSR right here up in this corner. We see Goddess Garden. It has score, you have progress, team attack, team morale. So I guess you'll be doing styling battles, competitions throughout the story, and probably in like co-op and PvP. It says 20 chic offer free city, casual fun, true bonds. And these characters like look crazy, and like out of place with the art style that we've seen for the outfits. Um, so it's like, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. This is just probably poorly translated, so it doesn't make sense. And then it says like newbie to boss, rise to the top. So I see story chapters like we know with other fashion games. Seems to be maybe that's the storyline for the game. You're starting out as a newbie, you're going to be raising into a boss, all of that. And then of course you have soulmates. So here's our partners or our allies screen, but I guess they're calling it partners in Chic Offer. It says soulmates worldwide destiny at play. Okay. Okay, girl. Go off. That's like when it says like California lover on like a t-shirt in Tokyo and you're like, what? But I know this is Hong Kong based. But a poor translation. Soulmates worldwide destiny at play. I imagine that means like you'll be able to have intimacy with your soulmates, like, you know, how Life Makeover does it and get to know them and their stories. And it says open ended stories, thrills nonstop. I can't believe she's playing the victim. What should I do? Call her out to teach her a lesson, better to keep things low key. Okay, so I guess this is just more story elements. And then we have Love Awaits, Breath Speaks. So it seems to be like some event with spinning a wheel. Maybe for an outfit, maybe for accessories, for fashion coupons or something. I don't know. And that seems to be it for our features page, which this features page actually has given me like a pretty easy understanding of like what this game is. It seems to be there is like a story mode, like a main story mode where you collect outfits. There seems to be some kind of styling wizard or styling studio or fashion battle that you will put yourself up against, maybe with other players, maybe against the other, you know, the story mode. And there seems to be some ways to earn rewards through small events. And then, of course, you have allies, which is kind of standard within some of these fashion games for mobile lately. And that was it. That was it for Chic Offer. We have a release date on the App Store. It says that there is an expected on May 21st, which is next Thursday. So I will be coming and playing it. I don't know if it will like work on like BlueStacks for PC or if I'll have to like stream it from my iPad, which is annoying, but I'll do it, like obviously. um it's still really cool that we're getting this game. I don't know necessarily what it look like. This is a lot, like all of this stuff that it gives us here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video on Chic Offer. I'm excited to kind of see what comes of this game on next Thursday. I'll try to play on release and record a video for all of you so you can see kind of like what the game looks like. Do you want to maybe download it and see, you know, are you planning on downloading it? Have you heard of the game? Is there like a Reddit or is there a Discord server to join to learn more about like the game itself? There's just a Facebook page, but I can't like show the Facebook right now because it's like leaking all of my personal information. So maybe I can like make a new Facebook as well. But thank you guys again for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and like fashion game content or, you know, gaming content in general, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more. You can join our Discord down below. And also I do have a Patreon where I upload some other videos that don't make it onto my main channel. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye everybody!